Hello again from my front porch. I am here with an absolutely wonderful group of people. You've actually met this one because this is Susana, who was with me at the ATD convention. But Susana is one of many extraordinary people that I have the honor of getting to work with, or as they say, abandon and let them do all the work. This is my team here at Baker Construction Enterprises. Genuinely, this is an absolutely wonderful bunch, and I want you to get to meet them. But before I introduce them, I have to tell you that by and large, when I interviewed the individuals, I didn't interview all of you're going to meet Tony here in a moment. I didn't interview him. He's just been around forever. So, but he's good at what he does. But he was already here. But everybody else that I've hired, that I've interviewed and talked to, when I told them what we were doing at Baker, what we were going to do with training, and why they would be a good fit for what we're doing, pretty much all of them were like, yeah, right. Yeah. Like, no company actually does the stuff you're talking about. No. And in fact, this one, Marcelle, she said, I've never interviewed with somebody who's as funny as you are. Are you always this funny? And I assumed that was a compliment. I don't know.
It was.
And actually, let's introduce them to you. So again, you've met Susana. Susana, I'm going to try to introduce in the order that they joined the team. Although I don't remember what order you joined. So but Susana was the first one on board, which meant she was the first one to have to put up with me and put up with me the longest. And then there was Lisa. Lisa got to join when COVID hit. So she got the joy of joining while we were everything virtual. In fact, how long did you work for us before I even met you?
4 months.
4 months, yeah. So before we'd met online, so before we actually were able to meet in person, it was 4 months. But it was a great 4 months. She was excellent, still continues to be. Okay, and then there's Sebastian. Sebastian is my guy based in DC. He's shared with the DC office, but he is a rock star at what he does. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but he's a rock star at what. No, seriously, he's a guy who actually was a recruiter, and we brought him over into training, and man, he just really does it really well. He's natural, so excellent. And then I'm just gonna say that's when Tony came in. Yes. Tony is our national field engineering trainer. Right? Close enough? Yeah. And Tony is unique amongst our team that now Sebastian, he's familiar with what goes on in the job sites. And you're gonna meet Cindy in a moment. She's familiar with what happens in construction companies. But aside from that, Tony's the only member of my team that actually understands what our business does. That he's actually done the actual work that we train for.
I've survived 28 years in this business.
Yeah, good. Yay! Now, the funny thing is he worked for Baker, and then he worked for this other company called Dugan & Myers, and then he worked for Baker, and he worked for Dugan & Myers, and then Baker bought Dugan & Myers, and so then he was back to working for Baker.
It's one big hat.
Yeah. And so now, it works great. And then we've got here the newer members of the team. So I have the squad of 3. I guess that's a weird statement. Squad usually means 4. That'd be a quad.
That's a quad.
So squad of 3, that works. But I earlier this year, I posted a job opening saying I needed a bilingual instructor, and they could be from anywhere in the country. But I just needed someone who was bilingual, that could teach, who could bring me in. And lo and behold, I got 4 applicants who I thought were really strong and could maybe do the job. And so I told my boss, I want to offer jobs to all 4 of them. And he was like, what? And I pointed out it's not easy finding functionally, fluently bilingual instructors who have skill. And so ultimately 3 of the 4 of those individuals did join. And then I had to figure out how in the world do you onboard 3 people at the same time? And yet here they are. So we have Cindy, we have Elsa, and we have Marcelle. And so the 3 of them have been incredible incredible to get to know. Each of them has a very unique skill that they bring to the table. It's all been wonderful. And then last but definitely not least, because she is biting off a big chunk of pie, is Ashley. Back here. Ashley is the newest member of our team, and she's heading up our learning management system and our virtual learning. And at the time she signed on, she actually knew what the LMS already was. However, I don't think she fully understood what I was going to be asking her to do or what she's going to have to. But she's doing it fantastic. Doing a great job. Yeah, the reason these people are all here together is because they're here in Des Moines, Iowa. One of you have been to Des Moines. Who has said you've been to Des Moines before? You've been through Des Moines.
Lisa's been everywhere, Paul.
That's true.
Everywhere.
That's true. But most of them had not been to Iowa, not been to Des Moines at all, and so this has been an interesting couple of days. We've had a couple of days of meetings. We've planned. We've laughed. We've cried. We've shed blood.
We've thrown axes.
But they also got a chance to see the Iowa Wild last night.
Yes, go
And the Iowa Wild won 5-0. And we got to see at least 4 fights.
Excellent.
Yes.
And so that was a good night. And then tonight, what do?
More blood.
More blood. We went axe throwing. And everybody here successfully got that axe lodged in where it
After
was
30
be.
times, but yes.
Persistence.
But so it was a wonderful time. So have you all enjoyed your trip to Des Moines? And we are here at the Wildwood Lodge, which unfortunately you're not seeing here, but I'm going to shoot a little video to insert in here so people see the lobby. Because if you've not seen the Wildwood Lodge lobby, it lives up to the lodge part of the name. Very, very, very cool. Very, very aesthetic.
Very logical.
Very lodgy. Yes. But it's got character, and it was important for the hotel that these folks stayed in, and for us to meet and to have character because look at all the characters. So I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. What do you think is so great about the work we do?
We're a special team.
We impact people.
Well, those two have something to say,
We will bring change.
and she has something more to say.
So much change
So
and structure.
Yes.
apparently, it's only the
We're
new
the
people that can say
instructor.
something.
We change lives.
There we go.
Be
Yeah.
prepared for us.
And unfortunately, they get to do all of these things working for me. So they have that liability. But all right. So I wanted you to meet them because these people are very special to me. They absolutely mean the world to me. I have this parental ownership of this group here. But more than just being a great group, and in fact,
We're a family.
We are,
Yeah.
and in the axe throwing event we are tonight, my Lisa, because this is Lisa, work Lisa, my Lisa also came along to the axe throwing, and at one point she pulled me aside, and she was watching as different people were trying to coach others through the axe throwing thing.
Killing others.
She do that, but she said you can tell these people, they really support each other.
Yeah.
They actually really
It's
work
true.
well together. Yeah, and she said, and I'm not making up. She said, "You hired a really good bunch of people. These people work well together." Now she didn't see us earlier in our meetings,
Right.
Tell her we'll cut her a check later.
okay. But the point being that other people observed the interactions between this group, and they are an absolute amazing team to work with. And as we look ahead into 2022, we are very excited about the things that we're going to be able to do for our company, and not just for the company, but the individual people whose development we support. Because we are going to make a difference
Yes.
Yes,
in
we
the
are.
lives of people,
Yes, we will.
and when we make a difference in their lives, we will make a difference in the company that we support.
Here, here.
All right, yeah.
Building better structures and building better lives.
Oh, I had to work that in there. That's good.
All right,
Yeah.
Lisa.
All right. So with that, I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you all for being here in Des Moines.
Thank
Tomorrow
you
they'll
all.
fly
Thank
back
you.
to the home.
Thank you.
And I'll see y'all next time from my front porch.
Bye.